guys, we are back in Make an Interactive Website, Unit 4 DOM Manipulation. So let's get started here. We're about 60% of the way through. So DOM manipulation refers to event handlers that modify HTML elements. So this H1 creates a new H1 element. Alright. Let's see here. Select all P elements on the page. So to select all P, this would be it, like that. So select all the paragraph elements, rather. So text adds, these are just some more methods. Append to adds, like adds it on to what's already there. This selects all the list items. Dot text new item. Append to dot items. UL class items UL. So this is on button click for the list object. Add the new item to items. Items is a div. Alright, so pretend to add methods add HTML. So cool, we learn pretend to. Prepend to, excuse me. So we also have delete. So click delete, so that will remove it. Click an item, delete. Button and click function selected, remove. Not too bad. So what are we doing next? Create a new P element. So if we want to select a P element, I believe it's like that. There you go. So you're going to need to know a little bit of HTML, some JavaScript, some CSS most likely. So there's hide, display, show, add class, remove class, toggle class. So toggle class. This refers to the current item that you're clicking. In the event handler below, add read to this. This dot add class read. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, sorry about that. Gotta get iced tea. I'm dying of thirst. Alright, so in the event handler, add hide to dot read. So let's see. I don't think last time we showed how to do this. So now we want to hide this one. We want to hide this one. Hide this one. Hide this one. Cool. So in the event handler below dot toggle, so if you're familiar with toggle, it's gonna toggle on the description or toggle it off. So alright, so select the UL element and add the class attribution. So here's UL. Add class attribution, dot attribution. Oops. No, excuse me. We need to add class. There we go. I don't know why I clicked add text. So yeah. Document object model DOM. So this kind of is a nice little resource. HTML, then you have the body, and then you have the div.article. Here's our article. And then it goes down to H2 title, UL, and paragraph. Just shows you a little bit more parent-child sort of stuff. You can also use next and previous to get the elements and then all the children of. So that's kind of like, say you want to adjust everything in div, you could do it with the children. So anyhow, select all children of the UL element. There we go. And bam. Are we moving on? Are we actually building something? Here we go. So that was our warm-up. Warm-up is done. It looks like we're making a Twitter feed of some sort. All right. Status update. Bitch. Bitch being male or female. We don't need to be sexist. Alright, so save and submit. Looks like everything's working. Cool. So start by setting up the basic skeleton for JavaScript programs. So here we are. We're going to say document.ready. This involves, alright, so they want us to do it like this. So var main equals function. And then we have document dot ready, and then we want to run main, and I think that's, if I remember correctly, I believe that's how we set it up. There we go. So what else? Access the post button by selecting btn class. So alright, so we want to select the post button, which is btn, and add a .click function Alright, so create a variable named post. We want to store a status. So var post equals status dash box. After status box is selected. Alright, so add a .click function. This function is called a click event handler. Alright, so this is good. So create a variable called post. So we'll say it's probably going to be string. So var post equals, and we'll just set it as an empty string for now. How? Select the class status box. Alright, so here we go. We're selecting the class status dash box. This .val is like use val after status box is selected. What goes inside val? Oh, I think this is what they want. They're saying they're asking us to set this. So we'll do it like that. So we're setting the post equal to the status box. Then we want to create a new li. Oops. Oops. Don't forget your quotes. So we're creating a new li object. The li element doesn't have any text. We'll say li. So, alright, so I think, because I think what they want us to do is append it. No? Prepend to. Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking, oh, we don't append to li. Alright, so look right here. So we're printing a new one. .text. Alright, so .text is going to get our post and then add it to the post. Our variable post, and then add it to the post index. So if you look right here, this is where it's going to add to the UL class post. So looks like there's a line. Oh, don't forget that. So it says there's a line on error on line 3, and it's because that's the wrong way. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh, our BTN also. Whoops. It's a bad habit of mine. Don't pick that up. Alright, recall that statusbox.val contained the content that was typed in the status box. Okay, so this is the content that's in our box. And if you look, we should see what's on your mine placeholder. So right here, this it sounds like this is the status box. I guess it, where do they actually name it? Form control status box. There it is. Alright, sorry. Under all the code where you prepend list element to post, we need a line of code to clear out the box. Alright, so let's select it. Our status box. Dot status dash box. And now we want to clear it. And the way we do that is we just set it equal to an empty string. Remember to add code dot status box dot val. Oh, and don't put a space. Oh, did I put a space? Single quotes. Oh, alright, I'm fixing this. I'm sick of typing double quotes. What's going on? That should be working. So let's see what we perhaps did wrong here. So it appears that it should work. So when in doubt, refresh your page. It seems to work. Alright, so let's go to the forum because I'm almost positive we're doing everything right here. But before we do that, we are going, oops, sorry guys. We are going to look line by line at this because this is where our mistake is, somewhere in here. So var main equals function, brackets are good, button.click function. So that's one thing that's different. So alright, so let's try and run that. So apparently it had something to do with their quotations there. Alright, so note to myself is I need to do single quotes. So outside the click event handler, so we're still in the main function, but we don't want to be on click. So we want to select the key up method function inside. The key up method is similar to key force. This function is called the key up event handler. So, alright, so start off by selecting the status dot status dash box, and from here we want to dot key up single quotes. And what do we want to key up? Oh, a function rather. So we're doing our own function now. And so that's that. So create a variable called post length. And we want to store the length of the message. So we want to store this dot val. This, alright, so we're going to say this dot val. So whatever the word is, whatever the text is, this is dot val. And then on that, we want to call dot length. All right, and then we want to create another variable called characters length, or characters left, excuse me. Set it equal to 140. All right, and then we want to say post length equals, select the counter classes. All right, so var, excuse me, characters left equals characters left all right, so I'm doing this backwards. I apologize for that. So we want to select dot counter. I was thinking it was a method, and then I realized there wasn't any of these babies. All right, so dot counter. So we select it, and we want to dot text Right. Why am I struggling with this? So update the dot counter, show how many characters are left. Update the counter class. Select the counter class and use dot text updates text. Dot text. And I believe we do. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so we have to minus post. Oh, I forgot about post length. There we go. Then we minus post length. Oh my god, this is gonna be an awful video. I apologize. We'll do better though. Minus post length, and then we output characters left. Okay. Codecademy has dumbed me down. I can't think for myself anymore. I was like, no, man, because they don't tell me to remove it. I was thinking they were going to put another thing, in the next slide. Yeah. I want to reset the counter. 140, I have to post this click. So upon click, this is what we do. We set, how they want us. Use jQuery to select CSS class counter. All right. Counter. Dot counter, excuse me. Dot text, and the other way I was going to do it, 140. So the other way I was thinking about doing it was just resetting dot counter here one time, but I guess this is the same way. I was talking about characters left, so I'd reset characters left rather to 140, but that also works. At the end of the key up event handler, so here it's our key up event handler, add an if else statement. If else, so we'll say if characters left are less than 0. So if it's less than 0, select so now we want to select our button again. And we want to add the class, dot add class disabled. So that's going to remove our button class. All right. I guess we gotta do else. So if characters left is less than 100. Right, an else if, excuse me. It's an else if. else if select our dot button select dot button, add the class disabled dot add class disabled. So essentially we want it to not be able to submit it if there's nothing to submit. You have to submit at least one character. Oops. Else select the button again. Guys, I got a new client and they're sending over a contract and stuff for me, so had to answer that. But alright, let's get back to it. That was a nice little breather for me. My brain's dead today because I'm drinking Pure Leaf to kill a caffeine craving that can only be cured by a Monster or Rockstar energy drink. None of that little Red Bull stuff. But yeah, so else select the button dot remove class disabled. So we added the class, then we remove it, and lastly let's disable post button so that empty messages can't be posted. So here's what they want us to do outside of everything but still within this function. Oops, I don't know. Force a habit trying to save, so let's see what's going on here. So, try to add the line add class outside your key up. .btn class disabled class. So let's see what we did wrong here. First thing I'm gonna do is I like working backwards. So there's our remove class. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks like we want it still in our main function, but if we have it within the key up function, it's not gonna ever go back to the way it needs to be. .btn remove class disabled. .btn add class disabled. Oh, forgot the else if. That makes sense. Characters is equal to 140. So we forgot that part. There we go. And now it should work, and we'll do status. Oh, we're not actually able to post it yet. So select BTN class at the end. To do this, the post is only enabled when at least one character is typed. So at the end of your click event handler, so here is our click event handler. We want to select our disabled and add the class. Dot btn dot add class disabled. So it's not working. It says we finished, but it's not working completely. So I want to go back to the preview, and I'm going to go through line by line. Feel free to ignore the rest of this video if you're not interested in this, but for me, I always like to see, like, why the fuck is the code saying it's working and it's not? So var function btn click. So let's just go ahead and compare. We'll just break it down a little piece by piece. So var main equals function, good. select the button and the click event handler. The post is equal to status box. We add a list.text opposed to prepend to. So, oops, no, dot text 140. And BTN class disabled. All right, so everything's good there. Not what we wanted. I wanted to see if. All right, so this still isn't changing. So why not? So next thing we want to work through is our key up function. All right, so key up. Status box key up function. This dot val dot dot length is not a method. Apparently it's a parameter. It's still not posting. This dot val is not a function. And here we go. That is why that isn't changed. That it never got our full value. That's why the integer wasn't changing, and that's why it wasn't recognizing it, is because characters is not defined. Oh my god. What else little thing did we mess up on along the way? So we fix this val.length, and then we get 140 characters.length equals 140 minus post length. Counter.text characters left. If characters left is less than 0. .btn add class disabled. Add class disabled. Add class disabled. .btn add class disabled. Alright, well, I'm sorry, but for whatever reason, our code isn't fully working for us to post it. So hopefully, God, that's such a save and submit. All right, so let's save our code real quick, and let's see if this fixes it. So we want to go all the way back to congratulations. Oh my god, so there's something wrong with our code. Alright, guys, so I'm going to end the video here. If you're curious what the last one is, I'll save it in here. This is it right here. This one works. Mine doesn't. So the post add class. Huh, they have something called characters left. Or I do. So there we go. Alright, so that's where it was. Apparently I put characters. Unfortunately, it didn't tell me I don't have anything called characters, but hey, part of it's making mistakes. See you guys in the next video. Questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff is appreciated. Thanks for watching.